In the previous class, we were discussing regarding the regarding we have discussed on what are the different types of say ballast, right? We have discussed on what are the different types of the elements of permanent way, rails, sleepers, ballast, and then track fetching and fastening. Then we have discussed on what are the different types of wear of the rail. Then we have seen the different aspects that is going to cover what are the different theories are there behind your wearing of the rail. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss regarding the points and crossing. In today's class, we will be discussing regarding what are the points and crossing. We are going to cover this particular topic in today's class. Now, wherever in your roads, right, in your roads, wherever there is an change in a direction is there, how you are going to change it? Yes, change of direction. How you are going to change it? Any replies? How we are going to change the direction? Suppose there is a road is there, right? There is a road. If it is there, right? If you want to change the direction, how we are going to change it? We are going to have the curves and we are going to change it, right? Suppose this is your road, right? This is your road. If I want to change my direction, right? What I will do? I will be having the curve and I will be changing the direction. So similarly, in your permanent way, right? In your permanent way, the change of say whenever we want to have the change. So wherever we want to have the change in direction, there we will be using the point called as a turnout, right? Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. No replies. My voice is clear to you? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So wherever we want to have the change in a direction, right? There we will be utilizing the term called as the points and crossing. We will be using this the points and crossing wherever we want to have the change in direction, right? In case of road, right, the turning of vehicles from one part to another, right? It does not. Suppose if we take a road, right? If we take a road, right? Suppose this is your road, right? If we are going to have the change in the direction, right? If you want to have the change in direction, right? Now, we don't require any kind of a special arrangements that are required in case of road, right? Now, but if you consider, right? But if you consider your change of direction in case of your permanent way, we need to have the special kind of arrangement. So what is that special kind of arrangement is, right? We will see the crossings, right? Points and crossings. We will see points and crossings, right? We will show. I will show you some images regarding the points and crossing. See, this is what we call it as an the crossing. If we want to change of, if I want to have the change in a direction, right? What I will do, right? I will be using these points and crossing, right? This is what your points and crossings are. See, you can see that, right? This is your straight track, right? If I want to change my direction from this track to this track, right? If I want to change my direction from this track to this particular track, I want to have some special arrangements, right? I want to have some special arrangements so that I can take the turnout. So this particular arrangement we call it as an the points and crossing. Okay. Now points and crossing, why it is important is the points and crossing, it is going to provide, right? It is going to provide you the flexibility, right? It is going to provide you the flexibility of movement by connecting one rail to the another according to the requirement. Now suppose wherever I want to have the change in the direction, right, in that particular direction I will be having these particular right, points and crossing, so that I can change the direction without much trouble. So that is the reason why I will be providing these points and crossings, right? They are also going to help for imposing the restrictions over the turnout, which is necessarily retard the moment, right? Now, from the safety aspect also, right? If I want to have the change in direction from the safety points also, it is the points and crossing are going to be the important, and also it right, it is going to be the weaker points in the track where the vehicle is susceptible to have the derailment. Wherever we want to have the change of a direction, see, it is one of the sensitive area where the possibility of the derailment will be there. If we take care proper care, right, and proper care when we are going to have the points and crossings, so derailment can be avoided. It is one of the important aspects of your permanent way. Wherever we want to have the change in direction, right, we will be utilizing these points and crossings. Now we will see first point in the points and crossing is turnout, right? Now turnout is the simplest combination of points and crossing, right, which is able to help, right, which enables one track, either a branch or a siding, to take off from the another. Whenever we want to have the change in direction, right, whenever we call it as whenever we want to have the change in direction, this I call it as an turnout. If I want to change the direction, right, I will call this as an turnout. See, look over here, this particular diagram. If I want to change the direction, right, I'm changing from this particular track to this track, right? I'm changing my direction. So this I call it as a turnout. Okay. Now it is going to have your turnout is going to have, right? In case of roads, I have explained already all these things, right? I have already explained, right? Now, what is a turnout, right? Simple arrangement of points and crossing by manipulation of which the train from one track may be diverged to the another track, right? Or a branch line, we call it as a turnout. This is I have explained, right? Now, the combination of lead rails with the curved rails helps in diverting the train from one track to the another, right? So this is what your actually the turnout is. All right, this is what your turnout is. See, you are going to change the direction. See, here the main track is there, here one more track is there, right? So if I want to change my direction, right, I will be using this turnouts. I will be using this turnout. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes, no replies. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then I need to repeat it twice or thrice. Is it clear? Is it clear? You cannot say yes or no. Yes. Is it clear, Taran?
Sir.
Taran,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to you?
Sir, how they gonna fix that in intersection of those rails?
What?
Sir, while intersecting the both the rails, no sir, how they gonna fix?
Yeah, that's what just I have told you the first point. There are many aspects now. We are going to cover it. Right? We are going to cover it. Clear?
Okay,
We
sir.
are going to cover it soon. We are going to cover it soon. Okay. Now, this again, it is a weakest point. Already I have covered it. Right? Now, types of turnout. Right? We are going to have the left and right hand, right? Left hand turnout and right hand turnout, right? So now this is your facing direction, right? Now your train is approaching from this particular direction, right? You are going to approach from this particular direction, right? If you are this we call it as wherever the in what direction the train is approaching, that we call it as a facing direction, right? So suppose this is your track, right? This is your track and your train is approaching from this particular direction, right? And this here it is in this way it is going to approach, so we call it as a facing direction, right? Now here we are going to have, right, here we are going to have this from this end, right? Now, what is this is your facing direction and this is your trailing direction. So what is that trailing direction, right? What is that? Trailing direction, right? If someone stands crossing, right? If someone stands at crossing and looks towards the switches, right? Suppose this is you are facing from here, you are going to move the train, right? Now we will see what is the facing direction according to the definition and what is the trailing direction according to the definition. Now, facing direction is if when someone stands, right, and looks towards the crossing, right? Here, if you are going to stand, right, and you are looking towards the crossing, here, this is the your crossing is, right? If you are standing over here and you are looking towards the crossing, we call it as an facing direction, right? And what is trailing direction? If someone stands at the crossing, that means you are going to stand over here, and if you are looking towards the crossing, if you are going to stand at the crossing and if you are looking towards the crossing, this we call it as an trailing direction. This is a facing direction and this is trailing direction, right? So this is what you are facing and a trailing direction is, right? Here we are going to have the different types of the arrangements, right? This we call it as an stretcher bar, this we call it as an tongue rail, right? And this is we call it as an check rail, this is your wing rail, right? Check rail and wing rail, wherever the points your crossing is there, we should have a pair of the wing rail and we should have the pair of the check rail. Here wing rail should also be there, check rail should also be there. Wing rail, check rail. This we call, suppose this is you are going to have the right turn, right? From the facing direction, if you are moving towards the right side of the direction, we call it as an your right side, right? Your right side of the turnout, right? This is your right side of the turnout. Now this is your inner curve rail and this is your outer curve rail, right? So here this is we call it as an inner rail and this is we call it as an outer rail. And wherever we are going to have these change in direction, we will be utilizing, right? We will be utilizing this tongue rail, right, along with the stretcher bar, right? This tongue rail, wherever we are going to have the change in a direction, right? There we will be utilizing this tongue rail, right? This is a tongue rail, right, along with the stretcher bar. Now what is a stretcher bar? We will see it, right? What is a stretcher bar? We are going to see it. Right. So this we call, I think this kind of an arrangements, right? This kind of arrangement you have seen on your railway track with the help of these stretcher bar, right? Now here you can see that there is a change in a direction is going to happen with this stretcher bar, and this particular rail, this is an inside rail and this is your outside rail. With the having this with the help of stretcher bar, we are going to have the change in direction. So this is what your stretcher bar is, right? This is your tongue rail, right? You can see wherever we are going to have the change in direction, we are going to have the tongue rail, right? With the help of your stretcher bar, right? We are with the help of a stretcher bar, we are going to have this. This is what we call it as an switch rails, right? And this is your stretcher bar, right? I hope your the things are getting clear, because if we want to change of direction, see, the change of direction cannot happen without the stretcher bar. To this stretcher bar, right, the switch rails is going to be included. Now what is switch rail? When if I want to move from one point to the other point, what I will say, I will use the word switch. So switch is nothing but it is going to help in the change in direction, right? This, it is going to help in the change in direction. So this is nothing but your switch rail is, and this is your stretcher bar. So if I want to have the change in direction, right, I will be using the stretcher bar, right? This is what your stretcher bar is. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Someone has asked me, sir, how it is going to have the change in direction. Yes. So who has asked it?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Is it clear now?
Sir.
Okay. Now there are many aspects are there. We will see it, right? We will see it. Okay. So now this here we are going to have the facing direction, and with the help of a stretcher bar, with the having of these tongue rail, right? With having these tongue rail, right? And this is a switch rail, right? With having the help of, right? With the help of your, this is we call it as a stock rail, right? And this is we call it as a switch rail. With the switch rail, right? We are going to have the change in direction, right? We are going to have the change in direction, right? Here, what the switch rail, and this is what the stock rail is. So it is, this is how we are going to have a change in direction, right? Now we will see some of the other important wherever the your crossing will be there, we will be using this wing rail, and again check rail, right? Wherever we are going to have the crossing, right, we should have the check rails. We should have the check rail and we should have the wing rail. Okay, now this is your right side of the curve. If I move, right, if I move in this particular direction, right, if I move, suppose this is your train, this is your permanent way, this is the right side of the turn, and if I take this particular turn, I call it as, this is your facing direction, FD, I will say it as FD, facing the direction, right? And this is your right side turn, this is your left side turn, right? This is your right side turn, this is your left side turn. Just a minute. So here we are going to have the facing direction, which is I have already explained. Then a trailing direction I have already explained. Then what is points? A pair of tongue rail with the stock rail, right? Then we call it as an points. The train diverting from main track will negotiate with these points. Just a minute. There is some disturbance. I will just get back within a minute. Yes, now I will show you what is tongue rail exactly, right? I'll show you what is the tongue rail exactly. Tongue rail, we also called it as a switch rail, right? We also call it as the switch rail, right? So this, right, we call it as a switch rail. If we want to move, right, we call it as a switch rail, right? So, right, it is a tapered movable rail made up of high carbon or manganese steel with the with having a capability to withstand the wear, and it is a thicker end which is attached at the running rail. Stock rail, it is a rail running which is against the tongue rail, right? I have shown you what is tongue rail in the previous, right? So this is your switch rail and this is your stock rail, right? So this is what we were speaking, right? This is your stock rail, right? This is your stock rail and this is your switch rail, or I call it as the tongue rail. With having the stretcher bar, we are going to use it, right? We are going to use it with the help of the stretcher bar, right? So stock rail also you have seen it, right? Now switch angle, if the angle, right? What is the switch angle is, right? Switch angle is nothing but, this is what the angle is, right? This is, we call it as an switch angle. Here I have given one the angle alpha. This particular angle alpha, we call it as a switch angle, right? Then crossing, right? Now, we have seen what is points, and in that points we have seen your tongue rail. What is a tongue rail? What is switch rail? What is a stretcher bar? Right. So now we will see a crossing. Right. Now crossing, it is nothing but at the junction where the two rail cross with each other with having the flange, right? It is going to help us to move from one track to the another, right? That we call it as an say that we call it as an crossing. Now we will see what is crossing exactly, right? We will see what is crossing exactly. Okay. Now, this particular thing we call it as an crossing, right? Now, what we are going to do, we are going to from one rail, we are moving from one rail to the another, right? So here, this particular thing, we call it as a crossing, right? This particular thing, we call it as a crossing, right? We will see, right? This is nothing but the different crossing. This particular portion, right? Wherever the two rails intersect with each other, right? Wherever, I think the diagram is clear. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Wherever we are going to have the change in direction, and if the two rails are crossing over each other, then at such point we call it as a crossing. If two rails, if it is going to cross over each other, right? Whenever we are going to have the change in a direction, and the two rails, if they are going to cross over each other, right? Then that particular area we call it as an crossover, or we call it as an crossing, right? We say that near to the junction there is an crossing. That is the reason why there is a delay in say momentum of the train, right? Wherever especially where in near to Belgaum we are going to have the Londa crossing, or Londa junction is there wherever the more wherever the junctions are there normally we will be having more amount of crossing. So wherever we want to have the change in a direction of the tracks, there we are going to have the crossing. Why is? Because two rails, right? They are going to, if they are making the change in direction, then they are definitely they need to cross over the other rail. So wherever we are going to have the change in direction, there we will be having these crossings. There we are going to have the crossing. See here we can see there is a crossing over here. There is one rail is crossing over the other rail, right? So here there are some, see this is your crossing gauge, right? See this is your crossing gauge, right? These are the few of the example of crossings, right? See these are the few of the examples of crossing. See here there is a square, right? Square crossing is there. Here two rails, they are crossing over each other, right? It is, we call it as a diamond cross. We call it as a diamond cross. See, these are the some of the crossing. The two rails are intersecting with each other, right? There we are going to have the crossing. Here in change of direction, right? Here one rail is one rail, your railways is crossing over the other. So this we call it as a crossings. See, this is your exactly the crossing is. Okay, so we'll move ahead, right? So this is what the exactly the crossing is, right? Now I have told you what is switches, right? Switches or the tongue rail, right? It is going to have one pair of stock rail and one pair of tongue rail. This already I have shown you, right? What are switches? A pair of heel blocks hold with the heel of the tongue, which is having the careers. This already we have seen, right? So there are different types of switches. Stud switch is there, split switch is there, right? So these are the different types of switches that we are going to have in the switches. Okay, so these are the different types of the switches we are going to have, right? Next is crossing, it is already told to you, right? It is already told to you what is a crossing, right? Two rail point, it is going to have, we are going to have the two rails, right? Which is going to cross over each other either in the change in direction or wherever the two rails they are going to intersect each other, there we call it as a crossing, right? There we call it as a crossing. So what this is what exactly the crossing is, right? Now it is whenever we are going to have the crossing, right? There we are going to have the two wing rails, right? Just I have shown you in this particular diagram. Here we call it as a crossing. Here we are going to have wing rail. We are going to have the check rails. We are going to have a pair of wing rails. We are going to have the check rail. And this particular portion, wherever we are going to have the two rails which are going to intersect each with each other, right? The point at which it is going to intersect each other, that particular point we call it as the throat section. That we call it as a throat section, right? Then, right, it is going to have a pair of check rail, right? It is going to have the pair of wing rail, right? It is it is going to help on the wing rail. How it is going to help is to facilitate the entry and exit of the flanged wheel, right? So two wing rails consist of a right hand and a left hand wing rail that converge from a throat and diverge again on the other side. So it is here we are going to have a pair of wing rails, right? A pair of check rail, right? So this is what exactly your crossing is, right? Now we will see how many types of crossings we are going to have. We are going to have V crossing. We are going to have diamond crossing. We are going to have the square crossing, right? Now where we can have the V crossing, right? Two rail gauge faces across an acute angle. If you want to change how of direction, there we are going to see the V crossings, right? We are going to have the V crossing, and if it is going to make an obtuse angle, right, we call it as a diamond crossing. If it is having the acute angle, then it is going to make V crossing. If it is going to have an obtuse angle, we are going to have the diamond crossing and square crossing. All these crossings we will see it, right? What is the different types of crossings will be, right? We will see this is what your diamond crossing is. If it is making an say if it is having the diamond crossing, if it is when two tracks crosses over each other less than angle 90 degree, then it is going to form the diamond like shape, right? It is going to have the diamond like shape. So we call it as the diamond crossing, right? And this is what your diamond crossing is, right? So this is your diamond crossing is, right? Now this is your different types of crossings, right? We will see other types of crossing. We will see what is a square crossing is, right? We will see what is a square crossing is. See, this we call it as a square crossing. This is square crossing. This is square crossing. We have already seen in the previous diagrams. This is your square crossing, right? These are the different types of the square crossing. We will be having one more crossing just in whenever we are going to have the change in direction, right? Wherever we are going to have the change in direction, which type of crossing we will be having? We will be having the acute or V angle, right? Whenever if I want to move from this particular direction, right? If this is your main rail, right? If this is your main rail, and this is your you are going to have the change in direction. Now it is going to form the V shape, right? So that is the reason why we call it as a V crossing or acute angle crossing. Right now we have seen all the different types of crossing based on we have seen V crossing, we have seen diamond crossing, we have seen the your square crossing also, right? Now for manufacturing purposes, right, how the crossing will be, it is going to have the two wing rail, right, which is going to consist of V section, right? And it is going to be assembled with the help of the your bolts, right? And the different types of fish plate, fish bolt, stretcher bar, right? Wing rail, check rail, all it is going to have, right? And it is easy. It is there is will be a wear, right? More than 10 mm, then the renewal is going to be required. Okay, then based upon the manufacturing process we are going to have, right? With we are going to divide it according to the cast steel crossing, then combined rail and cast crossing, right? And then CMS crossing, right? It is this is how we are going to divide the crossings, right? We will see the cast steel crossing, right? One piece crossing with no bolts, right? Require a little maintenance. This is with the cast steel crossing, and it is high initial cost, more rigid, high maintenance cost, right? Then the combined rail and cast crossing, the combination of built up and cast steel crossing, it is going to consist of cast steel nose, right? So all these are nothing but the different types of the crossing, right? The function of crossing is to connect two parallel or diverging tracks, right? This is what your crossover crossing is. Okay, it is going to have wherever we are going to have the scissors crossing, right? Scissors crossing, it is going to have the four pairs of switch, right? That means wherever the two wherever there are there is a change in direction, right? We require around four pairs of switch, right? To obtuse crossing, right? So here there are double crosses, right? This is what your double cross is. So it is going to have the four number of switch, and then 6 acute crossing and 2 obtuse crossing. So this is how your double crossing is. See here, there is a one more crossing, right? This is your first crossing, right? This is one first cross, right? And then, right? This is your first cross and this is your second cross. So here also you are going to change of direction, and here also you are going to change of direction. So this we call it as a double cross. So wherever double cross are there, we require four number of switches, right? We require four number of switches, 6 of acute and then 2 obtuse rails, right? So this is what your diamond crossing is, right? So these are nothing but your different, this we call it as a frog. Wherever Caesar type of shape is coming, we call it as a frog rail, right? So this is how your crossings are going to help you, right? Is there any doubts? Yes. Is there any doubt? No replies? Prema?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, we have seen what are the different types of points. We have seen what are the different types of crossing we are going to have. What is your stock rail? What is your stretcher bar? What is your tongue, right? And where we are going to have the wing rail, where we are going to have the check rail. All we have seen, right? And why these points and crossings are important, right? That we have seen, right? Is there any doubt? Is there
Yes,
any
sir.
doubt? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Only Prema and Veena are replying. Sagar, Lad, are you there? Let's see how many people are there in this class. Deepesh,
Yes, sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Madhusudan,
Yes, sir.
clear?
Clear, sir.
Rohit Patil, he has kept it on mute and he has gone somewhere. Sanjana,
Yes, sir.
clear? Do you have any doubts? Do
No,
you have
sir.
any? Please, if any doubts are there, please ask. If any doubts
Yes.
are there.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. So I hope there are no doubts are there. So in tomorrow's class, we will be seeing there are a few more aspects in your module 1. So hopefully we will be finishing our module 1 by the end of this particular week, or it may extend one class more in the next week also. It was your vast, this particular module 1 is too long, right? We have seen the different basic components which are present in the permanent way. So it is a little bit lengthier. The module 1 is a little bit lengthier than other the modules that what we will be seeing in this particular RTHA subject. So module 1 is the longest of all the other module. Other modules will be finished say within say 8 to 10 classes. But I think I hope I have taken more than I will be taking more than 15 classes for this particular module 1, because this is the basics of your entire your railways, right? This is the basic, that is what you are going to learn from your module 1. Is it clear? Or any other doubts in other topics? Say we have covered permanent way, we have covered your ballast, sleeper, then rails, then we have seen the wearing of the rails, right? Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt in other topics? Yes? Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Shall we end the session over here? Shall we end the session? If you are having any doubt, please ask. Kadesh? Kadesh is there? Very good. Kept mic on, kept it somewhere, kept his mobile somewhere. Dipesh? Dipesh is there.
Yes, sir,
already, I
present.
know. Yeah, I know you are there. Sagar Mangsuri? Good. Shashidhar Bhosle?
Yes, sir.
Good. Vishwanath Madwar?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, so I think we should end the session over here. If any doubts are there, let me please ask me, or else we will end the session over here.